what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Hot Toys Superman and Krypto 6 scale figures. Now Hot Toys had already teased that this was coming like a couple of months ago, and I even saw the video where you saw like David Cornsweat with James Gunn, and they were showing like the figure to like David, you know, and he was giving like his thoughts on the figure. So I even saw that particular video. But yeah, I think this is like pretty cool, you know. And I'm definitely on board for this, and definitely because I was kind of holding out hope for like a 2.0 like Batman v Superman, you know, that Henry Cavill version. But I don't know if Hot Toys is ever going to do that, you know, so that's why I'm definitely on board for this particular figure. But anyway, I'm going to get into this right now. Okay, here's the Hot Toys Superman and Krypto 6 scale figures. Wow, how we knew these were coming too, because Hot Toys had already been teasing this like months ago, and I even saw the video with James Gunn and David Cornsweat when they gave David, where they showed David like images of the figure, you know, and he shared his thoughts on the figure and so on. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that's when we first actually got to start the first look at the 6 scale Superman figure itself. So yeah, now I must admit, I think it looks pretty cool, but I'm already hearing like some rants about like the proportions of his body and the likeness to like Cornsweat, or you can say David too as well. But other than that, I think it's a solid looking piece, you know, and I am itching for me like some Superman action like in 6 scale form too, you know. Cause I was trying to hold out for like a 2.0 Batman versus Superman, or Batman v Superman, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Now the Superman figure will stand 12.8 inches tall. He will have 30 points of articulation. He will include movable eyes, a wired fabric cape, plus a newly developed body. And he will also have a scaled Krypto like the doll, and it also has like a wired cape too as well. Now this Superman and Krypto set will also come with the diorama Fortress of Solitude. And if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't have any like LED light features in it either, anything, but it does look pretty cool though. So yeah, that's the basics of the Superman and Krypto scale figures, and it doesn't look like there's any like deluxe set or anything like that. It's just only this one that Hot Toys has revealed. I won't be surprised if they do release like a battle damage one later on, because I know he does use like the heat vision in the film too as well, so I won't be surprised they give us one where his eyes light up or something like that, you know. But other than that though, that's like the basics of the figure. Now I think the likeness to Cornsweat or David on this figure, I think it's pretty solid. I bet he did look like this at times, you know, throughout the film. So I think it's decent from my opinion. But I'm hearing some rants about this, like they don't think the likeness is there to like the actor and so on. Probably could have been better. And he does have like the movable eyes feature too as well, so you can't give him like some side eye and stuff. But yeah, I think it's decent. I'm on board for it. Now, for my opinion, I think the figure looks pretty cool, you know. And it's probably because I don't have like a 6 scale like Superman figure, you know, from like Hot Toys. But I think like the look of like Superman, like especially like in this picture where he's just like floating in the air, like he's lifting up. I think that really is an awesome looking image right there. I think that's pretty cool looking. I can see having him like in poses like that. Even some of these other like images of the figure, he looks pretty cool for my opinion. But I am hearing like a lot of rants about like his body proportions and stuff. They believe he looks too like muscular looking and so on, you know, because I know he does have like a stocky type build to him. But I think it looks pretty cool to me. I'm on board for picking it on up. I was trying to hold out for like a 2.0 Henry Cavill Superman from Batman v Superman, but you know, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. And Krypto himself, I see that he's like stuck like in a dynamic pose, so I don't think he's articulated at all. Like his legs or his arms, even like his ear, I noticed is like just stuck up. But he does have a wire cape, so I think that's kind of cool that Hot Toys did include that. And he also has like a stand that you can put him on like he's in flight. So I think that's pretty cool. But it does, like, if I'm not mistaken, he will be like stuck like that. You can't like articulate Krypto or anything, which is okay though. Just have him constantly like in a flight pose. But at least the cape can be like maneuvered And I do think the Fortress of Solitude diorama stand, it looks awesome. I think it looks pretty cool. It even has like the Superman like symbol on it too as well. It doesn't have any LED light feature if I'm not mistaken. It also has like magnetic functions too, like three different display styles with magnetic. So I'm wondering how that's gonna work. Will you be able to move around and stuff like that? And I do notice how you will hook this on to Superman's like back too. Even I'm scared, or kind of worried that I might break. You can tell it's kind of like fragile, but it might be kind of strong in the end. But yeah, I think it's a nice looking stand, or like representing the Fortress of Solitude. I think it looks awesome. Now, Hot Toys has the Superman, and Krypto 6 scale figures scheduled to be shipped between July 2025 to December of 2025. So, whoa, he's actually scheduled this year. So I won't be surprised if this one sell out kind of quick, because this is like our first introduction into like this new Superman. So I won't be surprised like a lot of people like pick it up. But I'm on board for this, because like I said, I was trying to hold out for like the Henry the Batman v Superman, or 2.0 Superman, like that particular version of Superman from Hot Toys. I was hoping that Hot Toys give us like another version of that, but I don't know if they're ever going to do it. So yeah, that's why I'm definitely on board for picking this one up. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm just itching for me like a 6 scale like Superman figure. So yeah, I'm definitely on board for picking this one up. And I bet it probably would be like more versions. I'm not too sure, like which would showcase like his abilities and stuff like that. But it's awesome though. I really think it looks cool. Now, Hot Toys has the Superman, and Krypto 6 scale figures scheduled to be shipped between July of this year to December of this year. So he's actually scheduled to be released this year. So I won't be surprised if this one like sell out too, because this is like our first introduction into like this new Superman played by David, So I won't be surprised this one actually even sell out, But they do have a schedule to be released this year, so I'm definitely on board. And I won't be surprised if we get like more versions of this particular Superman, to like a battle damage one, or even one where he's like showcasing like his superpowers, because I know he does use like his heat vision and stuff in the film, because you can see that in the trailers, but yet this figure doesn't like light up or anything. But I still think it's a pretty looking cool looking like figure. It looks kind of awesome, even though a lot of people are like reading about like the body proportions of Superman, and they don't think the likeness to like David Cornsweat is there and stuff like that. But I think it's like a solid piece, and probably because I'm just itching for like some 6 scale like Superman action, But anyway, I'm definitely on board for this. I might pick this one on up, Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.